Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening fu ñu waay di dégloo ci ñeneenti koñi àdduna si beneen yoon yéen a ngi déglu di seetaan lu tax Gambia du dem show ngeen baalal ma rek 1 minute ñu indilaat leen this commercial break and we'll be right back, don't go anywhere. ngeen baalal ma rek li may defa bari fii nii just testing different things right now. Yes, ngeen baalal ñu rek. Macha allah ngeen baalal ñu rek dellu si waat nañ ak yéen fii ci Gambian Talents Promotion lu tax Gambia du dem show. Trying several things at the same time buggale na indil li nga xam ne mooy facts pour ngeen mun a gën a comfortable pour mun a déglu ak seetaan yëf yi ñu ngi leen ay béggee yéen ñi ñuy déglu di ñu seetaan fu ci waay munti nekk Sadi Xulaay French Montana mu ne National Assembly is full of bench women Sadi Xulaay mu ne it is so sad for the poor Gambian who you make believe you will help them have a better living, but today you Mr. Barrow and your gang priority is to build bridges and mosques and think it's a development. You are wrong. Omar Sarr mu ne my biggest shock is Sidi Njie. President Barrow taking Sidi Njie in. President Barrow bringing Sidi Njie on board his camp is what disappoints a lot of people. But bim toge is Barrow dem na fi Maka guy oye ko Alaji bim ñëwé dafa make an announcement that he doesn't want to be called Alaji. Ñun ñëpp yëg nañ ko dañ ko announce si télé bi that he would rather keep his name as it is ne bëggut Alaji yo fi billboard yi nii commencé woon nañ ko de. I remember when he took over, AfriCell was the first institution that did a billboard for him. Yep, then go guinea billboards. Gambians spoke and they listened. They stopped producing and making billboards. Right now, how many billboards did Barrow has in his name? They are getting very comfortable at this moment, actually, building billboards around town. I will show you guys these particular ones that they did, which they are talking about the things that he did so far, which is sad and unfortunate, but this is where we are. Now let's look at this billboard and what it said. Kerak, Abdullah Lomuge make fun of them. Fulfilling my campaign pledges. Good road networks, bridges. My national development plan will reboot regional economic reinforcement for all Gambians. My national development plan will reboot regional economics empowerment for all Gambians. These are billboards. This is one of them. Ben Barrow took over. I remember Sungen said is a video big Fabi, anything. You will see the young people. See Aj Bilen Jake. Them gene Natalia Jamene kon fofu. Simbe da street see anywhere. For Natalia Jamene kon. Then ko gene. The young people of the Gambia went and took this off. Took this out. Barrow, as far as we know, said he didn't want these things. He was going to make a change. He was going to be a change leader, only to end up where? Billboards to be made again. This is something that he's down with, As you guys can see this one, restoring good governance, respect for human rights, and rule of law through strong, transparent, and accountable institutions. Restoring good governance, respect for human rights, restoring good governance, respect for human rights, and rule of law through strong, transparent, and accountable institutions. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello, caller. Rule of law through strong, transparent. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello, Pa.
Wow, naka nga def?
Fine. Naka bëccëg bi.
ñu ngi fine santa yàlla ba mbari.
Pa dama bëgg just make tuuti contribution rek te xam naa du ma tayi di ko wax.
Ok.
dama bëgg ñu déglu tey jii ñëpp ku nekk. wax la tax nit mënut a jóg saaga ndey borom.
déedéet
saaga am yar rek.
déedéet. waaw warul nag suñu démocratie su dee yaa ngi déglu si commencement yi suu bi.
jikar la buur la. la tax ba nit mënut a saaga ndey wala tax ba nit mënut a stop ku gis kuy saaga ndey borom again nit lan out of frustration. poster bi nga damaa ñëkkee si poster bi nga lifin nii restoring good governance transparency. ana xanaa ba wax dafa fàtte ne dafa maye pick up te xamul ba tey xamul kana ko joxe. xanaa xamul baro xamul ne accountability li tax mu daxal ci waxu ko loolu xanaa xamul ne baro that too means accountability. secondly ndax campaign promise baro dafa ñëw wax ne damaa doy bëcc at suma ay juma ay yooyu yëpp. There was no campaign promise except to restore Gambia from dictatorship to democracy. Man, as far as I know, this was the only promise that all the Gambians adhered to and subscribed to and agreed to. Somebody to remove us from the bondage of 22 years of dictatorship into democracy. Now, but a little bit you know, how stupid it is. You don't even have to say people not to call me Alhaji Maka. Alhaji Baro. Alhaji Baro, bang Alhaji Baro, mo watch them Maka. Bam ñëwé nekkal Alhaji. I'm sure he has a religious advisor. So lima nak ku nekk def sa liggéey nga advise accordingly. Key Baro is a president. Whatever he does and he says, journalists are there to read his lips every time he speaks. Billboards yi ni xamuñ ne fa munti nekk, you have to pay that council tax. Whoever puts it there is owing that council some money. We don't know. National Assembly, again, I'm not coming to the league right now. What is our National Assembly doing? Correct feeding on program, you get a guy, they do their job, they are trying. But why you guy be a board? I'm important guy you feel for the whole country.
Pausman, I disagree with you on that. Maybe Pausman.
The big I-60 Juma, him and his youth movement.
Pausman.
Where is the money coming from?
Pausman.
Where the parliament lead from this and alarm? Look, you're going to build bridges, bridge people, bridge cultures, bridge religious. Gambia, the one division of Seneca. We expect God to come and unite us by building a bridge between Sose Ajola, Olaf Amaninka, Christian and Muslim. These are the bridges that we need from Baro. Education. This is my commanding right now. The lack of good education system as stupidity in Gambia. Tell you what fix. Because ignore it's been manifested in their billboards in terms of spellings. So we can see now what dikabu nyaka janga and dikabu amunyu janga is nekete du nubutu mugi feñ. A big billboard. I'm not going to have infrastructure. Bobu dama ko wara musta to be the first time. Par exemple, we opened the National Assembly last year. Do like this name wrongly? You go smile, you go smile. You know go around, sir. So the people we had hopes for your government, and here we are high hopes. Say, bro, it's just like we're not in it. It's either government or Mugenko or Yadimigenko. At the moment. The ends will justify the means, but right now, where we are heading to is only justifying the means right now. The end is the end.
Jerejef Pa Ousman sa kàddu rafet na appreciate na sa call bi waaye point of correction kii di Halifa Sallah, Honorable Halifa Sallah, last week he was all over on the news muy summon Barrow pour mu ñëw ci National Assembly bi pour ñëw waxtaan ak ñoom ci affaire yi National Development Plan bi ak trip bi mu jógee Europe ak lan la fa jëlee ba tey jii Barrow hasn't gone to the National Assembly. So sometimes it may be that ñun citizens they are not following te moo tax ñun media houses yi ñu am responsibility pour di fesal xibaar yi but Halifa Sallah samoon na Barrow pour mu ñëw uyusi leen ñoom National Assembly bi pour ñu waxtaanee affaire yi National Development Plan bi and where they are as a government pour mu update leen so that they can make an informed decision. Affaire yi dem Makka bi waaw you said it wax naa ko si gannaaw dafa dem ñëw ne buñ ko ooyee alaaji moom moo ko wax. It was read over on GRTS ba tey jii media houses yi ñu ngi joxe access gradually. These are all geared towards pour ñu ne ñu ngi liggéey. European Union duñ dof xaalis yi ñu leen dig noonu pour ñu jox leen ko foog ñoom ñu wane ne ñu ngi def civic education ñu ngi create awareness and other things. Billboards the only way of creating awareness. European Union duñ dof de dañ leen dee tegal ay sarta dëkk bu la jox xaalis nag and that's not European Union alone by the way buñ fàtte ne Barrow is going in and out fu nekk la ñoo dem OIC bi mu ngi war a ñëw ak yeneen things maybe part of the OIC package dañoo jéema taxawal Islam jumaa yi moo wax noonu it's not coming from his pocket. Why? The same old Yaya Jammeh style is what he is continuing to do. Bi Barrow toogee jël na GRTS may leen moto ñu ne moto yi président baa ko joxe and questions were asked about it. Jël ay alxuraan laa la wax de buggi kaamil alxuraan jël nañ ko jox ko Supreme Islamic Council. If the Saudi government gives these things, if the Muslim states and Muslim countries gives these things to Gambia, why can't you send a leader Milenkomai? Why does it have to be President Barrow giving Supreme Islamic Council ay Tandar Madiya Jemerandef, while giving Supreme Islamic Council ay Al-Quran pour ñu tasaare ko ci dëkk bi? These are the type of things we are talking about. These are the things that we are bringing out. These are the things that they are paying a deaf ear to. Bàyyi ñu ko bàyyi xel. Ñu ko bàyyi xel. Bim toogee alxuraan la jël ne dañ ko may daf ko may Supreme Islamic Council moto yi mu jël ne daf ko jox GRTS ba tey jii the source of the vehicles like Pa Ousmane said su fekkee ne we are talking about transparency and accountability you giving out vehicles some National Assembly members question it. Yes, majority of them took it but the Gambian people raised questions about it. Until this day they're not gonna say the name of the person that gave it. Ñi moo fire ak ñi moo hire am na si right constitution bi moo ko jox de and this is why we need to go back to constitutional reform and that is where I will agree with Pa Ousmane Cham ne National Assembly bi dañ war a tongtongal gaay yu bari si xew ñun ñoo ko def. The Gambians voted a referendum in 1997 to have the 1997 constitution ñu agree to adapt it. Therefore mooy suñ loi dëkk bi te yu bari si yooyu dafa empower suñ presidency and give them so many powers including pour mu hire fire ku ko neex at any time te oyut kenn any explanation su fekkee ne Gambian people bi bëgguñ ko jox doole boobu dañ bëgg a nangu doole boobu si loxoom let's go about taking these powers let's go about telling the National Assembly pour ñu repeal bill boobu noonu law boobu noonu génnee ko ne président bi yes jox nañ la doole pour nga hire ak fire anybody waaye soo ko daaxee danga ko war a wax askan bi dañ war a xam lan la def ba tax nga daaxe ko ndax xool ni rek neexut la su fekkee ne Barrow ngee am meeting te ñu ngee am cabinet meeting mu am ku toog foofu si cabinet bi whoever it could be and that person is raising something very important loo xam ne luy yóbbu réew mi kanam la waaye loolu feewewul Barrow as a president mu nekk the presidency versus the state, the presidency versus the people. Barrow has the right to fire kooku nga xam ne mu ngi doon represent interest nit ñi, represent interest askan bi. moo tax Gambians yi ñu ngee caaxaan. We don't know what we are playing with. We don't know what we are playing with. Our lives ñun ñëpp mu ngi ci loxo président Adama Barrow. Our lives ñun ñëpp mu ngi ci loxo National Assembly bi. Our lives ñun ñëpp mu ngi ci loxo judiciary bi. It's very important that as a nation we know these branches of government. We know the powers we are vesting on these people. doole bi nga xam ne moom lañ nekk di jox ñii is very important pour ñun as a country, pour ñun as a people ñu xam ko. We don't just know. moo tax ñu koo xeeb pour nga jox nit doole ne ko defal lu la neex. That's what we are giving him and all other previous presidents. defal lu la neex. mun ngaa xaaya mun ngaa jël ko la neex tey ëllëg mun na xari la rek affaire am neexul la nga dàq ko. Even su fekkee ne kooku mu ngi represent interest nit ñi. ñun ñoo la jox doole boobu. So boobu ñun mënuñoo waxat Barrow dara. The only thing we can do is go back to the drawing board. delluwaat buum ca boy ga dem ci National Assembly members yi ne leen ñun ñoo leen waxoon lii yéen ñiy déglu di seetaan yëpp tontangal leen seen National Assembly members yi leen arrête. lu wax buñ jox président bi doole biñ ko jox dafa ëpp. dañ bëgg mu wàññeeku. Yes alaaw nañ ko pour mu xaaya nit pour mu taxawal nit waaye na wàññi. képp kum dax wala kum jël nañu wax lu tax mu jël ko. These are the things that we should fight for. Restoring good governance, respect for human rights and the rule of law through strong, transparent and accountable institutions. When so many of the institutions are asked questions that they cannot answer. When we are seeing what happened with Henry Gomez prior to his redeployment. Si ministry bi. When ba tey jii su dee transparency la ñoo wax am na certain places yoo xam ne ñun as media houses ñu ngi struggle with this all the time. Barki Dembo Njaay la ko Fatou Camara mujjee raise barki Demba. They remind Sankare, Ibrahima Sankare, the new spokesperson, ne ko hey bul fàtte kat ne ñun online media si we are part of the media houses. You wrote a press release. Ngeen fàtte ñu ñun. Can see media house he could attend online media houses he could tell you that they got this information. Functions yu bari dafa am. The only people they give access to mooy GRTS. The only institution they give access to pour ñu attend is GRTS pour ñu cover ko. Julli korite bi moo si mujjee suñ gaay even though we could cover the prayers pour ñu am access si kanam di dem ak ñëw. GRTS was the only institution that was given that permission and that access. ñun ñëpp gétti bay lañ am pour dem. Try pour struggle to get good images, good footage of the president. mënuloo koo jël from kanam ñëw si kanam nii jël ko. Even if there was going to be space, we were not allowed to. The only institution that was allowed mooy GRTS. I wrote about this. dama ko binda. Fatou Camara kaas na ko ne soo gisee sawar pour dem di participer ci Barrow am project si loolu la. suñu xamee ne da nga critical of the government, they will not give you access to a lot of things. te ñun dañ fa nekk pour observe pour seetlu. ñun demuñ fa pour babysit anybody. dañ dem pour seetlu te suñ seetloo luñ gis rek la ñoo wax luñ gis la ñoo report. The good and the bad nag. ñëwuñ fa pour nekk propaganda machine pour wane lu baax li ñuy def rek déedéet. lu baax li dañ koy wan askan wi, lu bon li ñu wan ko askan wi. li Pa Ousmane wax ne your campaign promise si benn si lifi nii yaa ngi wax foofu noonu ne da nga ñëw pour fulfilling my campaign pledges as stated here. Honestly, you didn't promise Gambians that you were going to do good road networks and bridges. That wasn't a promise from you, Barrow. Honestly, Mangla challenge and the government spokesperson, Mr. Ibrahima Sankare. Sankare was here running an online radio, the Gambia Echo, an online newspaper, which dates back to over 10 years ago. He knew the struggle. He knew how hard it was to get information. He used to write a lot of stories. So I may access more online platforms. Gambian talents. We've worked with Sankare 2005, 2006, 2007. Bima promote singate the Andak Mom. They been a lot of stories. and poems related to the Gambia and Gambian showbiz. He used to publish them for me. The Gambia Echo. He knows about all the online Gambian media houses. Mu ngi mel ni Pa Ousmane mu fi jóge woon rek ñu jël ma jox ma position ci government bi ma dem foofu noonu si sansi ma fàtte képp ku nekk online te fekk am naa teraanga yi ma seex ak di Fatou Networks am na teraanga yi ma seex ak Panderi am na yu ma seex ak Gaynako am na yu ma seex ak WhatsApp Gambia am na yu ma seex ak all the online media houses but not pay a deaf ear. They concentrate on only the local media. Gis nga naxaate bi dañ ko war a bàyyi. maa ngi challenge Barrow fu mu waxee Gambians yi wala ñoom as a campaign fi ñu waxee Gambians yi ne they will be building roads and bridges like Pa Ousmane said what they promise Gambians buñ fàtteloo nit ñi what they promised Gambians was dinañ ñëw ñu am indi democracy dinañ ñëw ñu make sure wecci nañ constitution bi all the negative elements and things that are in the constitution dinañ dem ñu seppi leen yëpp benn reboot regional economics, empowerment for all Gambians. Empowerment for all Gambians. Monday, New Barrow Youth Movement be deaf. I don't take that to be empowerment. The New Barrow Youth Movement be deaf. Because Sufekeni, they have their office. Known as Gambian Talents Promotion. Ma hire up to 10 young people. They then japale. They train up to 45 young people. They then japale in areas that you get compliments and efforts as a government. Honestly, the government of the Gambia, waron nañ ñu mëna jox ñun subsidy rawatina nak bima struggle the little lima am the past 12 years investment ci ma am ma jël ko yépp put ko together yónnee ko Gambia. Yalla def natural disaster ñoo happen taw bi ñoo yàq fofu nonu sun place bi. Fine, reach out to yéen ngeen war ñoo mëna reach out. We reach out to them through the youth employment project. Yep. We did reach out to them through the YEP project, which is the institution that they said they empowered. For you look into the affairs of young people with affair employment, see affair back way, new younger to see YEP. We have every evidence and invited them to swim launching be. Pour guy no attend. From Lima understand. YEP is only doing personal projects, helping individuals, and the maximum they give them is $1,000, which they should give to about 250 people. $1,000, which is $45,000 to $47,000 is more the maximum. Bunyo jox ku nek 45,000 is good for somebody to start. Ko bëgg def videography. Loolu jëndalul la benn caméra bu baax di nga spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Computer bu baax di nga spend about $1,000 pour mun koo am. Xanaa second hand bagage ngay dem di jënda. Youth employment project bi ñoo coow. That's the maximum that they give. $1,000 up to. And lolo maximum be there. You may not even have it all, but that's the maximum they can give you. And this is the youth employment project that they all are talking about. And it is for 200 people, 250 people. This is something lo xamne dañ ko wara wax. Su fekkee ne ñun ñu ngi jël 45 young people di leen train su fekkee ne ñu ngi hire an additional 10 muy 55 ñoo xam ne dañ doon nekk si mbedd mi di tumranke di daw di dox di def yu bari ñu jigéen ñi waroon see nekk di cagatu with no disrespect to them ñu góor ñi waroon a nekk ay agresseur ay bandi ay tappalekat ak sàccekat ñu xëccaleen ne leen kaay leen duñ leen seetaan ñu jàngal leen métier in areas that nobody would have believed in you. Nobody would have ever given you a chance to. You're making life hard for those people. And office biñ doon war a jël waxuñ leen ngeen jox ñu ko free moomu leen ko sax nag nit dem ba ñoo jox office ñun Gambian talents, you decided ne déedéet yéen da ngeen war a jël foofu for your Barrow Youth Movement. For Barrow Youth Movement. It's a political body. The Barrow Youth Movement is a political body. So you are not empowering all Gambians fufu because you you empower. Restoring good government, respect for human rights and rule of law through strong, transparent and accountable institutions. These are the type of things your Hamne Barrow is doing them, which is very sad and unfortunate. As a nation, then wara bay suñ xel bu baaxa baaxa di nga xamne mom ngeen promise Gambians, you should be able to deliver to expectation. You should be able to fulfill your promise to the Gambian people. You will not be doing them any favors because lolu nga wax Gambians amana nak loi mena la turu pour nga dem def li nga bëgg def Mr. President. Loi mena la pour nga continuer serve as the president of the country. The higher fire kula neex prioritize anything you want to prioritize at any point. Loi mena la ko te juromi at la loi jox waye li nga wax ne mom nga promission Gambian si de moy ne da nga step down after 3 years, and this is what was said. You resigned after your political party and that you were going to give up your place as president after 3 years and that you will not contest again. Right now you are talking about the 5 years period. So buge change your mind. Out of decency, you should be able to come back to the Gambians and say, ne malen waxon nangam, definitely I am not able to do it. So my plans ma amon are too many. So jamono ji, what I am going to do is I will change dama soppi doxin. Jamono ji dama soppi doxin and li la buga def wala ni la buga taxawé wala ni la buga doxale réew mi. Why I bridges mom, it wasn't something you promised. The National Development Plan is the institutions that you promised to build. And then whoever is going to come from after you will take it up from there. And not you staying there, not you taking charge to be the builder. To be the builder. Funny yet, you share things. That came from Frederick Tendeng is right here. I will do my Friday Tendeng wrote, Demba. Mune Monster Jammeh imposed his Islamic State on us. Yet in his Nasiruddin-ship, he never built 60 mosques nationwide. Are we going back to an Islamic State anew? Or did President Barrow omit to announce the construction of, let's say, few new churches likewise? President Barrow build roads, schools, communications, technical and scientific infrastructures, equip hospitals, strengthen our institutions and our democracy, but leave Muslim and Christian communities to build their own mosques and churches. Not because you can't, but it's not your job and not the reason why Gambians elected you over Yaya Jammeh. Don't look afraid of Tendeng wax. Now, that is why we should be focused in trying to have our own money. That is why we should be focused in trying to produce stuff on our own. Instead of going to beg or going to ask other institutions and countries and places to support us. What is going to happen is, like Frederick Tendeng said, képp ku la jox abal ay bot wax la fi nga xolé loolu la yàlla dogal. Képp ku la abal bot rek wax la fi nga xolé. Now if the Arabs are to give you money, ñoom Islam la ñoo champion, which képp koo xam ne kuy jullit da nga war a proud of that. Arabs yi joxe xaalis, Islam dañoo champion, Islam dañoo oote te Islam lañ bugg a dundal. So therefore ñoom suñ la ooyee si Islam ñu ne la dañ laa jox xaalis waaye dañ see bil juma ñoom loolu lañ laa jox xaalis. So sometimes our presidency war nañoo mun a tànxamlu say no waaye xaalis bu ñëw ñu ne ñu jël ko su fekkee ne soo ñëwee di sampa i juma, yes, some people will argue naar yi ñoo ko jox xaalis biñ ko joxee xaalis pour loolu foog mu def ko. So ko Vatican si joxoon xaalis ne ko mu build churches, he will build churches. Waaye suñ dëkk bi suñ démocratie bi is fragile. Dëkk bi dafa tollu foo xam ne diggante xeet yi, tribalism,
religious intolerance ak yenn yi démocratie bi lu mu indi dafa jaxase dëkk bi bu baax a baax a baax a baax a baax bu baax and for those reasons am na yoo xam ne nga avoid ko moo gën su la naar yi diggee xaalis promise to take the money but at a later time not this time where soo defee yenn yi where moom président Barrow si boppam sax dañ ko accuse of a lot of things as far as his dealing with the Christian community is concerned wax nañ ko gars yi dégg nañ mu wax ko ne bi mu toogee dafa am Christians yi engage with them that much engage with them that much Guy Definition inauguration of the first Gambian bishop, which is something that is ought to be proud of. He wasn't present. Mumeti on Christian Shubari. Of course, Guy peeling a courtesy call afterwards. Why? Leadership busy call. Even soon Amerule Nahari, they will always act like diplomats. Dina am yu bari yo xamne duñ ko kaas. Why the ordinary Christians on the streets, in the streets, ñu doon kaas loolu te ñooñu ñoo taxaw ñoom ñooy gis ñoom ñooy feel the pain am na a few instances yoo xam ne that is how it is being seen now in addition to the billboards maa ngi lifin guy even the mistakes common mistakes yoo xam ne dañ koo make last time post boobu laa nekk di scroll nii pour indil leen ko mistakes yi nga xam ne dañ koo make when former president Yaya Jammeh and his cohorts duñ daan bàyyi xel dara dañoo nekk di bind rek and they miss things all the time they were missing things suñ spellee anything angale duñ koy bàyyi xel they don't pay attention to li ñoo binda ak li ñoo wax anytime they can say and write anything they want. Now this is it, them spelling infrastructure. And they still have this up, building our infrastructure and restoring energy services to power our economy. Abdullah Lo Bindalko, I thought it was only APRC that can spell. Maybe Barrow retained those who used to design Jammeh's billboards and banners. Also, I heard CD Kenjai is one of his advisors and some APRC Green Boys have joined the Barrow Youth Movement. What else do you expect? I'm rolling on the floor like Nyima and laughing. By the way, you haven't built anything so far. So stop putting yourself on the back for the things you are yet to accomplish and stop fooling the populace. According to Abdullah Lo, Barrow accomplished a good anything. Infrastructure. The infrastructural development we've seen so far is the conference, $50 million conference, which li ma leen wax ci gannaaw ne ku la jox ay bot rek wax la fi nga xoolee. Chinese yi Sinwaa yi, this is what they do. ñoom ñoo joxe xaalis bi. They brought in their manpower pour ñooñu ñëw liggéeyal ñu pour affaire OIC conference bi nga xam ne ñu ngi ko war a def. These are things yoo xam ne dañ ko war a bàyyi xel. Now, Barrow and them making mistakes, these expensive mistakes. This is not the first time. The time in election bi when they wrote about him voting, dama binda si loolu ma highlight wax leen ko the next minute guy du go change ko. They make a lot of mistakes. Honestly, the Barrow presidency have been making a lot of mistakes when it comes to the things that they write. Yena ko gisandor wa APRC ñoo doon bindal yi ñu ne dañ doon demonstrate after living the impasse bi. Macky Sall, you have to mind your problem with Casamas. Gis ngeen Casamas gi niñ ko bindee ak xeet. Gis ngeen mind niñ ko bindee MINE mind. Macky Sall, you have to mind your business, your problem with Casamas. Casamas, niñ ko pronouncer, niñ ko dee waxee lañ ko bindee. Mind bi MINE ak xeet. Ngeen gisaat bi no dumping here. KMC ñoo bind no dumping here. HEAR. versus HERE. Here come dégg ak xeeb. Senegal, solve your problem and leave our problem. Leave bi LIVE instead of LEAVE. Senegal, solve your problem and leave our problem. This is what the APRC folks used to do. Macky Sall, you are our biggest enemy. Gis ngeen niñ spellee biggest ak enemy niñ ko spellee. Macky Sall, you are our biggest enemy. Façon ngi sign yi la gaay daan def ñoom ak xeeb. Only for the president now to come. This is official. This is very official. Xëy na images yi ñu leen wan nii yëpp, these are ordinary APRC supporters. Maybe same frustration when express or whatsoever. Now, if these people can make these mistakes, build the enemy as enemy, build the biggest as BIGGERS, biggest. Wow. Joge fofu nonu ñew fini leave LEAVE ñu spell ko as LIVE. Ñu joge fofu nonu here HEAR ñu wara def HERE ñu ne HEAR. Now you cannot expect to have that. Then you have a whole government coming to not being able to spell infrastructure. Not being able to spell infrastructure. And did not even read this. Infrastructure is right there. This is very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. As a nation. These are the same mistakes that the APRC and the IJMA used to make. They were intellectually poor and disconnected. Kerak bi nga xamé né ki binana Bakary Badji dafa Fatou Camara mune Mr. President, what is the significance of your new billboards? Are they specifically for your nationwide tour or are you going jammeh on us? Billboards yi nga xamné ñu ngi leen def ci dëkk bi. Mune ko, is it just for the tour? Ndax are you going jammeh on us? Please, President Barrow, Gambians talked about this after Jammeh's exit. We are tired. We are traumatized. We do not want to fight again. We thought you understand and that you will never take us back to the Jammeh days. Why are you doing this to us? Dañ sonna ci xeex dañ la waxoon lii after bi nga jëlee over. Na ko check with your brother, President Macky Sall. He had to tell government departments to stop putting pictures on billboards sometime last year, after many Senegalese spoke against having his pictures all over the city. Another issue here is the personalization of national development projects. This is very unfair to Gambians. I am disappointed. National development projects. It's not yours. Xaalis yi la gaay di jox du pour yow. Du pour yow nga ñëw wane ne yow yaa moom lii yow yaa def lii. That's what Yaya Jammeh used to do, and it's unfortunate. You should not be doing the same thing, President Barrow. You should not. This is what Yaya Jammeh used to do. Ñoo wane ne moom lii moom moomee lii Gambians yi, and because suñ kilifa yi ñu bari si ñoom they are not very much educated or informal education. They will believe ne yow yaa tax yow yaa tax yow yaa def. Te fekk du yow. This is very sad and unfortunate. It's very sad and unfortunate. Comme dañ war a bàyyi xel yi nu mel. Président Barrow ñu ngi lay baalu ak di la fàttali li nga digoon Gambians yi. Góor kàddoom góor ca baatam. Bakary Badji maa ngi leen doon wax affaire am si gannaaw that he wrote moom tamit bind na di wax his 2 cents, di share his 2 cents about the thing li nga xam ne moom la gis apparently li nga xam ne moom la gis ak lim foog moom loolu la binda moom tamit about Ibrahim Sankare and what he said. It's very sad. It's unfortunate. The feeling tolu as a nation that this is what we are going through right now. Gambia son Gambia la. Ñun ñëpp a ko bokk. And this needs to be understood by the people. If the people understand lan moo leen fa teg, if the people understand their responsibilities and their roles, kon duñ am that problem, duñ am that difficulty. suñ xamee as citizens the powers we have and the powers we are putting on the president and his cohorts and his people kon su boobaa dinañ wàññi ku bu baax a baax. This is the piece I was looking for from Bakari Baji. Government news spokesperson Sankare don't seem to understand the difference between press release and a new article. Man needs to get out from the newsroom life to his new role. What he wrote is more like a story with that news breaking at the beginning and then a whole narration of the conversation between Babili Mansa and his bumpsters surrounding Talibes and why the panic though. AJJ is doing his usual oppressors things, playing with people's minds in this case. He's by far, but we all know he got no muscles. We all know he got no muscles. Now, liñ leen wax ci gannaaw ci post bi ma ko bindee maa ngi leen a wax loolu noonu when I wrote the post maa ngi leen koo explainal ne leen at this minute this is where we are as a nation. Barrow responding to everything. The government responding to ordinary citizens. Last time, Khalifa Sallah, Wahna. Now, that is where it is very funny. When Khalifa Sallah went to Europe and he talked about system change, Mohamed Suleiman Bokarsi, the government responded by mentioning Suleiman Bokarsi's name, Suleiman Bokar Ba's name, and Kini, Khalifa Sallah. If there was a political party that needed to respond, citizens talk and they can say anything. So don't respond to somebody of that magnitude, sir. You mention on Kumelni Khalifa Sallah Ndok. You buy Suleiman Bokar, is an ordinary citizen. That was very premature. It was very immature of them to respond to an individual. Now, yeah, they may definitely more deaf. Honestly, they hyperbolize this, guiding Kuyubu beyond and above what it should be. Then Kuyubu beyond and above what it should be. It's sad and unfortunate. Yeah, Jammeh mu ngi def li moo def. Ban control la am? In that audio, he said it. Ne am na lu moo tooga. If they need to interrogate APRC, then interrogate APRC, then them call for questioning based on their relationship with former President Yahya Jammeh. He is a citizen of the Gambia. I'm not right for wax ak waa APRC num buga waxe ak ñom waaye ndax am na right for instigate violence. Anything that's going to be bringing insecurity to the country, they have a concern. They should have a concern. waaye ndax ñoom waruñoo investigate jël gestu dem kisi waa APRC seet lan lañ waxtaan ak Yahya Jammeh ndax dafa am dara lu ñoo plan ak moom si suuf ñu toppa gaay monitor leen seet li gaay di def surveillance leen seet everything di leen kisi di leen gestu di leen monitor dañ ñu ñëw di tiital askan wi ndax dañ am luñ xam luñ xamut ñun askan wi lañ tiital di tekku. I don't think that press release was necessary at all. These are the things that Yahya Jammeh did. Duran Tankam do anything. So in Toge sax Tony Senegal, ñu ne ko Tony Daba, dafa nduro Tony ne moom moo daax Yahya Jammeh mu jël Tony ban ko Sénégal bi ne bu mu fa ñëwaat. Façon yooyu. Nit wax si moom dara. The next minute ñu jël kooku arrest. The next minute ñu bindal kooku tontu. Because last time, even though it's commendable, which I always say, this government is always good at damage control. I wish they are able to prevent stuff. Duñ dee fanka lu bari dañ dee xaar bem xew ñu jéem koo fanka ñu jéem cee taxaw lu bari luy xew government bi duñ ko dee fanka dañ dee bàyyi bem xew ba pare ñu jéem cee taxaw ñu jéem koo adresse. Like Omar Touré mi arrest on ba charge ko $1 million bond. This week they gonna net drop nañ case. They withdrew their charge. Charges yi nga xam ne moom lañ putoon on Omar Touré koo xam ne is a former national former candidate for Gunjur. by cussing out lawyer Dabo and President Adama Barrow. You charge ko $1 million. $1 million. Finally, you know withdraw case bini. Ndax mënuñ ko wona ñaka charge. That didn't tell well in their image, and we talked about it. It didn't. So right now, na xaalis yi lañ gis, xaalis yi jógee EU, xaalis yi jógee Saudi, ak ci dëkki naar yi, ci OIC conference bi ñoo def, ñoom Essa Bokar si ñoom Ñang Njaay ak ñeneen ñi ñu ngi jóg di dugg ci dëkk yi di dem di uti pledges di uti xaalis pour affaire yi OIC bi. That's why suñ brother Ñang Njaay su ma ko xoolee léegi dama dee ree sax. Ñang that used to be so critical of the government. If you watch Kerfatu and you see Ñang Njaay talk, nim they interrogate guy, nim they challenge. For the longest he held the belief that the Gambia cannot go without us being self-sufficient. You come and produce things instead of Lune can you jele possibility. Which President Barroso Bopam has been saying it. National blueprint be mun ko don wax. Development plan be he's been saying it that if he sits down, he's been saying it. Hello, Colin. Wow.
Sorry for cutting you out. I want to bring about the issue. A very important point. The journalists on the ground, they have to be very, very careful. They analyze what Bird did for these journalists. They mentioned it's advocacy. They paid there in the OIC. They are kind of high right now. But the unbalanced strategy, you must critically look at and what the government is doing. They are trying to silence any good brains who was once against them. If you look at the Kirpatu Show, that program was another substitute of the Gilgil Show. So by Nyari yet put out a good grill, they call it enough stop. Say what have they done? Find appoint Domi VP, find appoint advocacy, who one time criticized the government on a government contract to buy medication in Tennessee. They will have to go. Fortunately, was the same person, Yang Yai, King Hamnet, was very, very critical in terms of development and economics of his country. As Mona Hamnet was in exile. So what did they do? They built WGPB and two critical people to work together in that and to go and look for money. So, fortunately, there will never in a billion years where those three will work for a year or two without no conflict, unless guys looking for working ham. So what you're trying to do here, Moy, you're trying to bring down these platforms slowly but surely as Nankananka. What you're trying to do now. Because you, I work at it. Nangya is economics. Muna talk, see, analyze what is going in and coming out and our profits and our losses. Well, I tell you, he's a civil servant. Or second, he's a civil servant appointed by the government. I think he has a code of conduct, a civil service code of conduct to adhere to all the time. Likewise, Essa Bokasi, who was a one-time vocal person, at some point, Mangi work on Facebook, then you by the State House, now going to move presently. Say the government would have swallowed back whatever they have said against him to employ him, likewise, vice versa. So this is a technique that this government, speaking of Barrow was not a politician, say the land to be won.
Pausman.
Unfortunately for Gambia,
Pausman.
Been taught in a very dirty way to do things right.
Pausman.
You see where he's coming from? You see what Bob is heading to? Sirinya is a Gambian, like any other person who could be employed. But this is a guy, I still have an article, who said Gambia is not going nowhere as an information minister. And this was a guy who, in fact, did not trigger that article, that section 34 of the Constitution, the state of emergency. So let's look at Bote right now. What is he up to? What does he want to prove? What legacy does he want to do? Yeah, they are going to declare Islamic State, ban FGM. So if you bury in terms of high news Gambia from the Islamic Ummah, when I summit, we want to know Gambia. While let's happen right now, the same thing. Leaning up is a fight for all Gambians. every Gambian has to speak. Not what I mean speak is not to go to State House and talk. You have your councillors, you have your MPs. In Bino campaign, I can still remember, we said we're going to scrutinize government. We said we're going to be your eyes and ears in Parliament. These are all promises I said. They all said, say they are fortunate to win. Why would they bill somebody for 1 million for saying something to the president and get a rapist, a pedophile, $4,000 bill? So let's look at what kind of justice system do we have in the Gambia? What kind of system is in place in terms of procurement, in terms of hiring, firing, in terms of government doing it? Okay, moreover, this Borto, that's called that after Buhari Masala, nigga is someone for about to come side out. Because they go work at what they want to every 2 weeks. They want them to, they can plan. Yes, it's a mandate, but you must have something to go and tell the people before they go on a tour. Likewise, using this tour as a political platform. Why is it, what is brought up to? What is the plan gives? But clearly, it's in the writing. But the man yannek moy, na the Gambians ni ew. Man, after the federal government to make any change, it's up to the people to make a wise choice and to educate these people. And then Gambia say, I know after the education, it's a legal requirement. Being condemned because land, they don't anything. So here to have, we want to build school in Africa. We want Ken Ham Kulin Challenge. Motoho Nyong Kwam Ko, Jangi Gina, Ajum Jawara. They were very stubborn people. So big point was because how many he was up for something. He won Africa. And people like Grafi, how many he is those people in Hamne, they take a dimba, they will liberate Africa. The same thing that's how Nisun government, Nino Tetanka, full bun ham, bun janga, bun aware, full and bullen challenge. Because, bro, you know, talk to you promise I Google at Aijuma. Did it? The only way you go to the outside. Gambia, you don't understand, Gambia civilized is my interest. Because Nino Uni. Gambia near is my interest. Because when I want to go there every Christmas. They go on a Gubahaba, why am I young or something, but how much opinion?
Jeff, take a do refer now once again. I appreciate your call. Yangi bring in something, Nadanyo hire Yenani, pour silence land. Nishuman Nyam Nyang Jai, Nyam Esa Bokarsi, Nyam Sankare, and them. And if we are doing comparison, I can tell you, it is the same principle and philosophy. I remember, and I've shared this a couple of times, when we were going to high school and Yaya Jammeh's government formed NAPSA. That's what they did. NAPSA, the National Patriotic Students Association, which was an association that was created to represent the interests of the high school students in the Gambia, which we were convinced that there is nothing wrong with any group of people who have a particular interest, common interest, coming together and starting something. As a result, you decide to create NAPSA. The ultimate goal of NAPSA was to kill the mind and spirit of GAMSU, the Gambia National Student Union. And this is exactly what they did. I say it because I am a victim and became a part of it. When they came to St. Augustine, this is our time, April 10 and 11, swing time la xew. When they came to St. Augustine's, did a tour of the high schools to try to convince the students. How NAPSA came about was the different high schools in the Gambia. Send head boy and head gali, national conference, we they have youth conference and festival, we make off. We they have every year. Mom lañ doon dem defi basse lañ ko doon defee ñu jël head boy and head gali of each school ñu ne nañ dem attend make off. That only for that year. And they had special treatment. Put them in these coasters Kairaba Beach Hotel Costa yi mu am AC sedda guy moom lañ leen jox Baba Diop ndem si yàlla si di ko facilitate. I am saying this because I was a part of it. biñ ñëwee St. Augustine ñun ñëpp we were all ready ñu dem Gambia High ñu mel ni Baboucarr and we are ready school buñ dem a lot of people were very critical of NAPSA and what they did was they tried to silence fépp fuñ dem di wax we all sat down si school hall bi NAPSA executive yi jóg head boy yeeg head girl yi at the time Latir Ka mi ngi na gis léegi duma bàyyi may fen ñoom la woon ñun suñ head boy di Andrew Silva traveled to Ireland at the time. He was one of them. Ida B was the head girl of Methodist Mission. She was one of them. Aminata Sise, brother Ki Sise, the two guys that Yaya Jame killed. Why? Alaji Mahmoud Job Ki Sise, the other Sise, the guy named Sise, sister Ambi. Aminata Sise, my own head girl Kotu Senior. Bamba Khan was the head boy of Muslim Senior Secondary School. Kani Job, Jabari funding, lawyer funding, was the head girl of Methodist Mission or whatsoever. Nga am Marina, nga am all the schools at schools is it same head boy, head girl in your former NAPSA at the time. And they were the ones coming to these schools. When they came to St. Augustine's, I was one of the most critical students. They had to have one-on-one discussions with us. Because according to them, time was against them. It wasn't on their side, and they could not answer all the questions. So they look, Badara Jallo Dasi, swing uncle, Moedon coordinate Yefi, through Antares Ndong Jata, the minister, and Baba Diop as the main coordinator and financier of NAPSA. Myself, I was convinced that NAPSA was a genuine organization that was out to represent the interests of the high school students. That GAMSU was the main parent body of all the high schools in the Gambia. That GAMSU was the parent body of all the high schools in the Gambia. And NAPSA was there just to represent the interests of the Gambia high school, the Gambia senior secondary school students. And that we are still under GAMSU. I bought into the idea. And because I was vocal, because yalla may nama fasaha, munna wax nit ñi déggama, I was captured into the executive, and then the other schools that we went to, I started going with them. Ñu commencé di dem Kanilai. Almost every month, ñu ñoo dugal si Costa Kaira Bay, ñuy dem Kanilai. Di dem fofu noonu, suñ fa jógee, ñu ne dañoo def setal. Dem Karantaba. Dëkki Baba Diop ñu dëkka Kanilai Sindola Hotel Yaya Jammeh di ñu reyal xar yi suñuy dem mu ñooy jox ay $20,000 $50,000 $70,000 ñu ko séddoo di dugal si poche yi ma commencé di kaas loolu di challenge ne if we were here to represent the interests of the Gambian students, the high school students of the Gambia, we have our colleagues who need scholarships ak lii noonu lañ ma si faxasee. The unfortunate part though, which until this day hurts me so much, is because I was vocal, I had a voice, and I was listened to by a lot of people, and people went and associated me with the Pausman Tablima, maybe Hamgako, the Mbai Bites, ak nyenen had put me so much into this because then na beneka bokasi faces of NAPSA, going to the media and sensitizing the public about NAPSA. But guess what? Bima deme be vocal and started identifying some of the wrongs that we were doing. Noonu lañ ma si faxasee after dama toog rek gis si newspaper si wala si télé bi ne NAPSA dem nañ Kanilai def nañ lii def nañ lii dañ ma si éliminer ci saa si waaye ndokka sant yàlla bi nga xamee ne yàgguma ci. And I regret this to a great extent. So li Pa Ousmane di wax noonu, it was the same ideology and principle that was followed by Yaya Jammeh. And we are doing a comparison of the Jammeh government and the Yaya Jammeh government here. We are doing a comparison. Seet koo xam ne mu ngi wax against yow nga jël ko jox ko place mu maxate ne muut comme suñ broda Ñang Njaay ba tey mu ngi waxantu waaye he is a treasure. He is a treasure to the Gambia. Am na xam-xam xam na li moo wax. And for the Kerfa to show, he was very good there. He used to be very controversial and challenging the authorities. Gis nañ ko in the case of Momak, former Minister of Trade, Dr. Isaac Toure. Gis nañ ko Lawyer Dabo. Gis nañ ko Ahmad Ba. Gis nañ ko Ñom Fabakary Tombong Jatta. All the people that came to Kerfatu, we've seen how Ñang Njaay interrogated them. he was a great component of that show. Right now, he's barely seen on the show. Of course, he's whining with them. Biñ demee Saudi, gis nañ ko. Bi ñoom Barrow demee Saudi, the OIC bi. Since he came back, mooy loolu. I have contacted him a few times now, and he will not return my call. He will not get back to me. For whatever reason, why it's very important that we pay attention. The Barrow government is doing a lot of things the Yaya Jammeh way. Doing a countrywide tour, which is something that the Constitution guarantees and asks him to do. And I jali ba kuyate. Yaya Jammeh mo ko daan def de and ak Sejo Ban and ak ñeneen ñi. Te bim ñëwee ees ñu gis mu maye xaalis gaa yi coow ko. He cut down a lot of things. Kerak so daan dégg wuy joolaa yi su Yaya Jammeh demaan di tour ngeen dégg wuy joolaa yi niñ ko toppee and the like and the things that he was doing. You could see a lot of people condemned these things that he used to do. Moom Yaya Jammeh. Why Barrow, of course, looking at the situation, bim àggee këram dëkkam. There was this video that I'm about to play for you guys. Ngeen dégg Jaliba Kuyateh singing praises of the Barrow youth movement and the things that they did. It sounds exactly like the Yaya Jammeh days and what Yaya Jammeh used to do. Now you look at this video, that was posted by Kelfaru, give them credit there, and you hear it, you listen to them. Yena dégg gaay de dégg ngeen yena déggandoor loolu jimaara la noonu nga xam ne fa la président Barrow jógee jimaara gim jógee dégg ngeen ni ñoo xaasalee Barrow youth. If Barrow youth movement is not a political movement, why are they on the tour with the president? Jaliba Kuyateh di leen xaasal noonu fuñ ci dem. The same thing lañ daan def with NAPSA. The same thing lañ daan def with the Green Boys. Bàyyi leen naxaate bi. Bàyyi leen naxaate bi. Barrow youth. Yena ko dégg bi ko Jaliba Kuyateh di wax. You've heard it. It's not something that I created. It's not something that I created. Yena ko dégg, you heard Jaliba Kuyateh. Lii la Yaya Jammeh daan def ñu dégg lifini way joolaa yu nice yooyu noonu loolu lañ ko créatal moom tamit wala Sejo Ban nekk fa di ko afinjang wala Ami Ban bi. That's what they did. That's what they did. Now let's even look at the tour. How many government officials went on the tour? From ministers to permanent secretaries to directors to other officers. Bés buñ génnee seen office yi dem even ci biir dëkk bi noonu ci det dañ leen koo fay. dañ leen koo fay. They are gone for 10 days fi gaay di dëkk li gaay di lekk président bi lañ wax ne war naa dem toode nga seet ñaata security officers ñooy ànd ak moom ñaata nit ñooy ànd ak moom du lu ma curieux de yéen a ko gis. How many people went on the tour with the president? We would like to know. How many people are on the tour with the president? ñaata nit ñoo dem ak moom si tour next week su ñoo def Lutakh Gambia du dem hopefully beneen tojaange xewut ba tax ñu war a roll li over. If not, I would have brought in the director of press wala the spokesperson of the government ñu laaj leen ñaata officials ñoo dem si tour bi with the president ak ndax ku nekk demam ban significant la am ci tour bi. Moom it's important pour mu dem wax ak ñëpp dégg ngeen ñu ne minister bi ñooy answer questions ci a lot of the places he went to. You heard him say that his ministers are the ones responsible for this. His ministers are going to answer the questions. Moom noonu la government am di doxee nekkut a one-man show where he will be the one to talk about everything. He uses that to justify why the ministers will go, the other technocrats. Now, if the whole government will shut down their ministries or a lot of the key people, shut down their departments for 10 good days, them on the countrywide tour with him, ñooñu yëpp seen dëkkuwaay ñooñu yëpp moto yi ñoo dugga essence bi ñoo nekka seen lekka ak everything is on the government. It's a guaranteed, constitutionally guaranteed thing mu war koo mun a def waaye suñ sañoon dinañ seet naka la ñoo côté loolu suñ sañoon they will find a way of taking care of this. Let's use the media to a great extent. Let's talk to the people through the media. Them down déglu nit ñi am na solo de. Well, let's cut the number of people. They do it for the most part as it favors them. Pour ñëw campaign. Not when the people need you. War ngaa mën a dem waxtaan ak askan wi si bu la askan wi soxlaa si bu la askan wi soxlaa bu la askan wi soxlaa nga génn dem fekki leen ñu am bànneex wala naxar oola ci nga génn dem uyu ji leen dara jot leen nga génn waxtaan ak ñoom comme nim def ci Faraba incident bi comme nim def ci Faraba incident bi ndax am na yeneen yi fi xew yoo xam ne génnutoo kon def countrywide tour ànd ak Jaliba Kuyateh mu baatere Barrow Youth Movement ñëw ñu coow jël ay billboards def ci dëkk bi everywhere ak messages yoo xam ne accomplissé guloo ko sax nag ndax requirement la EU ñoo leen ko wax pour ñu def ko pour ñu mun a jot ci xaalis bi ñu pledge waaye président Barrow nañ leen teggi suñ boti ci tubaab yi ak naar yeeg ñi nga xam ne dañ ñoo jox xaalis. We've had your fellow presidents like the president of Ghana ak ñeneen talking about this xaalis yooyu yóbbuwut réew kanam nañ leen commencé di defar ay dara di manufacture. You've talked about it ne instead of buying and selling njaay ak njënda yóbbuwut réew kanam nañ leen commencé di defar nañ leen commencé di create di yóbbu di export fee àgguñ foofu Gambia du dem kanam. Dem Chinese yi jox ñu xaalis dem naar yi jox ñu xaalis dem European Union jox ñu xaalis ñëw America jox ñu xaalis dem Turkey jox ñu xaalis India jox ñu xaalis ñeneen ak ñeneen loolu taxul suñ dëkk dem kanam président Barrow luy yóbbu suñ dëkk kanam mooy ñu commencé di manufacture ñu commencé di produce ñu commencé di create am self-sufficient people loolu moo ñuy yóbbu kanam ñu dekkali waat jaaxali paacaar dégg na lawyer Darboe di ko wax ci interview bi Kër Fatou ndokkale leen ci loolu those are the things we need ñu ekkati waat suñu rice fields yi dégg naa ne ñu ngi commencé waat pour ñoo initiate cotton di defar cotton Basse I remember bi ñoo dem school we learned about that as cotton plants yi nekk ci Gambia Basse area bi is very good for growing cotton ñu delloo waat loolu di grow cotton ci réew mi ñu ekkati waat suñ companies yi ak factories yi nekkoon foofu def manufacturing Gambian si bugg a def business around the world ngeen encourage leen ibbil leen doors yi jox leen tax breaks and give them incentives grants and loans and incentives Amazon a ngi nii biñ waxee ne dañ bugg a move to open a new headquarters in the US. Over 200 cities in the US. ñoo leen nekk di xëccoo di leen jox tax breaks ak all kinds of incentives pour gars yi dem si seen dëkk yi pour ñu start foofu noonu a new Amazon headquarters because xam nañ loolu lim leen a indil. da nga represent sa interest yi dëkk. On the other hand, guess what? City of Seattle, nga xamne fala nek ni, nga xamne Amazon fi la faxé ko yeen ñi order online di def lu nek borom Amazon fi la joggé, Microsoft fi la joggé, Google ang fi am head office, Facebook ang fi am office. All these tech companies, Seattle is a booming tech place. I deal with these tech giants all the time. Amazon Munge cost city be a lot of money, even though they are bringing in a lot of employment, a lot of money, but they are making homelessness very high. As a result, about 2 months ago, the city of Seattle then decided to charge all these big tech companies that are coming to Seattle. They then charge that are here in Seattle. They then charge kuneka $500 per employee head tax. Then ko employee head tax. Guy fight no ne dusi dal no dafa bari. You negotiate. Ben ton ko down to $275. You dem ci state house bi guy vote ko fofu nonu li pa Ousmane Thiam don wax ci gannaaw about the National Assembly. They voted in favor of it. Mayor bi pushed the bill. They voted in favor of it. At the end of the day, ñu pass ko for each of those big companies in the Seattle area. Ku nekk dafa wara jox for each of their employees annually. They wanted to raise $75 million to fight homelessness. Eventually, they ended up raising about $47 million because they got cut to 75 instead of $500 bi nga xamne ñu ko doon laajte. Of course, bill bobu ya good though. Then could have these same companies because they have money. They went back to the people just to tell you how things work. If the ordinary citizens decide to sell their souls, fine. And that's what it looked like, what happened in Seattle. When those same people came, companies, take $25,000, the Googles, the Amazon, the Starbucks, and all of them, new raised $350,000. They needed 17,000. What the state told them, they needed 17,000 signatures. New waxne bugun bill then ko buga repeal. These guys went and contributed $25,000 each. You raised $350,000. They pump it into sensitizing the citizens, into talking the citizens as to the benefits that their companies have. Nyata nit ñoy ñaka employment, ñom tamit ñu wone the positive sides of what they do. Before you know it, before June 18 or June 20th, they were able to have the number of signatures that they needed, and the bill is repealed. It didn't stand. So can you imagine the city of Seattle asking Amazon to pay them $500 a piece, 75,000 Amazon and big companies if you make it. Whereas other cities, you get offer guy incentives. Why can't the Gambia encourage people? Folks like us, we are being discouraged. Barki de babi ma def suma video bi su ngeen ko déggee maa ngi wax loolu bay emotional because I know how hard I work without any investors, without any loan, without any grant, with few support coming from few individuals ñoo xam ne ñu ngi bëggee suñ institution bi ñoo xam ne ñu ngi rafetlu liggéey bi ñoo def ma hire 10 people, they train 45 others only for them to frustrate our efforts. This is very sad and unfortunate. Very sad and unfortunate. I read some of your comments. Wakambay Mune Amazon might be coming to Maryland. Yes, hopefully they have their ups and downs though. Man midika finneka munala some of the negative impact that they have. Nonetheless, they have a lot of great positive impact on society. Frank Montana Mune, it will only undermine the integrity of our country. Begging will not take us anywhere. We dig a buwer. Lulus Nenko Wak today. Wakambay Mune, we brought proposals to them, but they don't want to give us a chance pa muhiwa Amazon nono na buguin lena jox opportunity aji salamu garmisar mone it's so sad that the youth of the Gambia have so many proven situations to be careful about the plans led for them to destroy their future, but they don't want to do much about it. That's a very good point. Frank Montana Mone, we definitely need a system change. My godfather Halifa warned us earlier about it. Mariama Fufana Mune, everything we fought for is worthless. There are no changes from the frying pan to the fire. Sorry, that's unfortunate. Paus Mancha Mune, but Paha, in this case, is Jaliba a good man, knowing right and wrong, and once did this to Jammeh? Should he be the one to represent Gambia? And this is from such. Jaliba xalisam la mo topa pa Ousmane posam la mo topa ñu bari ci ñom ñun suñ leen interview be wax ak ñom dinañ la wax ne la ñom géwél lañ ñom business la ñoo def o seen xalis la ñoo topa seen alal la ñoo topa. So we wish it change, having to empower the Barrow youth movement, di leen introduce to the country. Maybe that is the reason for this tour. Maybe that is the reason for the tour. They choose the time that they want to go for the tour. Last year, I remember, shortly before the National Assembly election, la guy dem on tour. Choli nekur. Lutakh this year, you def ko time B. After establishing regional offices for the Barrow youth movement, taking them on a tour and introducing them to the public, there is something we need to do. Both en wudwa xamna lu bop antante luy ram ci ñak bi la jëm werante xuxan ci mingem ba nañ leen sétan rek werante xuxan ci mingem ba. Let's watch and see. There is something they are cooking that will come to the light eventually. The way things are going with the Barrow youth movement, nañ leen sétan. Good luck to them anyway. Fatou Salomone is better Western to take over Africa, because Africa is going nowhere. If the West take over Africa, very soon Africa will be expensive place because they want Africa more than Africans. Wow, ñun xamuñ liñ am ak liñ mom. Sadiko lay mu ne Pa Ousmane, you've been to Kanilai. Dem na Kanilai ke du benn yoon du ñaari yoon. Du benn yoon du ñaari yoon. Pa Ousmane Cham mu ne, and the same Ibrahima Sankare, the government denied hiring when he was in fact hired months ago. All Sankare now play for the opposite team. Wow, Sankare is playing for the opposite team because he used to be an online platform owner, the Gambia Echo, which still functions. Aji Saleh Umugar Misar, Mone bravo Paos for those great analysis. Thank you very much. Appreciate na kosadi kolay mune. Now our eyes are open. We in the West, we will educate, and you cannot fool us, Mama Adama Barrow out. Wakabay mune Barrow to is a waste of time, taxpayers' money. Actually, Lord is a waste of taxpayers' money. Aji Munewat, read someone's comment that said we should blame the English teachers, but I say if we engage more on read, then we won't be blaming anyone. Dega bu wér dañoo wax ci mistakes yi nga xam ne gaayan koo def ci billboards yi ak yéena yi. They are working. I would say they are lazy. They need to take charge of what they are doing. They need to have people that will proofread. It's unlike Gambian talents where you see Paus doing a show, mom kenna mu nekk cameraman bi, mom kenna mu nekk telephone operator bi, mom kenna mu nekk presenter bi, mu nekk producer bi, nekk director bi. It's different. These are a group of people, sets of people, over 10, 20, 30, 40 different people that are working at the office of the president, at the press department, wherever they are, the people that should be responsible for publishing this information. They should be able to write it well and proofread it. Same media department, being amelini, publicity, government department, bu ame the production of these things. Finko defare billboards, finko defare. Could they not read? You don't go design. Ndax mënuñu read. Ndax ñu tamit seen jàng sori wut seen njiit bi Barrow de Mom, he's learning, it looks like, and he's learning fast. Because time boom gini work like every single time you will see a difference in the way he talk and the way he used to talk from months ago, which is a step in the right direction, which is very good. Kon limo is some of the comparisons yo xamne Barrow is doing it. Yindiro ni jamedan doxale anywhere from the production of these billboards and all these mistakes that they are putting on it, the establishment of the Barrow youth movement, especially taking them to the tour and introducing them. This is what Yaya Jammeh used to do. The hiring of the Yaya Jammeh force, which Yaya Jammeh did when he took over, hired the same people that he accused of corruption and malpractices and all of these things that he accused them of. Kon lii lu am solo la pour ñu bàyyi ko xel. ñu ngi leen ay bëggee di leen gërëm di leen sant si seen déglu bu rafet ak seen contribution si di leen wax ne lu tax Gambia du dem show ngeen nekk di déglu jógee ci Gambian Talents Radio. Pa Ousmane Diouf nekkal leen ci gannaaw microphone bi utu fi Eva Sarr ma read some of the comments rek macha allah yi nga xam ne ñu ngi ñëw in mu ne I will only undermine the integrity of the country begging mu ne it will only undermine the integrity of the country. Begging will not take us far. Before Barrow went to State House, he was a bit focused, but immediately he stepped into State House, he totally lost, don't even know what to do. I am asking what is in the State House that caused any president who entered there to lose, Mabila Mo, but Pa, why are you losing popularity? But Pa, why are you losing popularity? Can one actually lose popularity? La munta understand. If folks are not interested, I don't think we are losing popularity. If that is your question, if you are asking why are we losing popularity, but then I will say that the people that don't want us to talk about the president, well, when it comes to APRC, we talk about them. The APRC folks don't want us to talk about them in any negative way. They will not sit and watch us and listen to us analyze things critically. Instead of listening, the order of the day in Gambia is kuneka lila feature rek lila favor rek nga deglu wala bok so gomé nit da nga gumbo texlu ci topa koku jamono ji we are not very popular unfortunately with the UDP folks because supposedly the UDP is a UDP-led government where you have the leader of the UDP. And there are a lot of things that are going wrong that we talk about, that you would not want us to talk about. When we talk about APRC, I see APRC folks doing the same thing. They barely listen to us. They barely support us. In fact, I was just looking at it last week and imagining somebody saying that he wished Suma Palasbi Muyaho earlier than Nimyaho. He used the word perish. I wish that Gambian Talent Studio has perished earlier than it did because of all the crap that you always write about UDP and stuff. It baffled me. Mamangi America, my platform has been growing rapidly without me talking about UDP, without me talking about the APRC. We talk about them once a week, like we are doing. Right now, there is so many things. I have people challenging and asking. But my video, I'm not comment. The last time I checked, you didn't used to do politics, and I continue to correct people. Because this show is one of the longest serving online Gambian shows. This particular show, Lutakh Gambia to them. You guys have been seeing it for the longest, and I've been hearing is talk about politics for the longest, Mark Iwasar. We never specialize in it. We never take politics to be our only thing to talk about. Whatever the case is, we did menyanta without saying anything about politics. Then you would have sentiments without saying anything about politics. We bring you Tamamalu, unless we bring in a politician, we don't say anything about politics. This show, Lutakh Gambia do them show, mom lañ jagleel politics te su dëkk bi doon xar ñaar sax for the most part, unless an extraordinary situation, you barely see us coming to talk about politics. Lépp luy xew luy trend, we put it together, we gather it whole week long, and then we bring it on this platform and talk about it. Luñ ci war a leeral ñu leeral ko. We try our best to do this. So can you imagine if somebody can wish us loolu? maybe kooku rakama ngeen jëriñu si suñ plateforme bi maybe kooku cousinam ñu ngi koo train into something wala xamuñ ki ñoo train noonu lan laa nekk ëllëg. And we are featuring all political parties, unfortunately and unfortunately, both negative and positive way. ñu def lu baax ñu wax ko ñu def naka sudut noonu ñu wax ko. That is what we call fair and balanced, and that is what we stand for, and that is what we are going to continue to do. And moo tax yéen ñi ñuy déglu always ñu leen a ñaax ngeen jàppale ñu, because su ngeen ñu jàppalee dina tax ñu gën a mun a dem liggéey bi ñoo def is very hard and is very expensive. When we use the Skype credit to call, $50, $70 to make calls to these politicians, to the musicians and people that you want us to clear your doubts about the things that they do, is very expensive. The programs that we are using are very expensive. Pour ñu mun a dem live ngeen ñoo seetaan without any breakage, with all the things that we are doing, it is very expensive. Cameras you use for producer led shows are very expensive. Microphone bi mel ni bi ma use nii mo crispy clear ngeen dégg ko, any background noise du ko pick, is very expensive. Lampa yi ma taal pour ngeen gis ko to see the brightness of the place of the studio, the lights are very expensive. I am using lights mu tànga ba mel ni lan nag moo tax ngeen gis may fompo, because lampa yi ma use are very expensive lights. Kon ñu ngi leen a ñaax ngeen jàppale ñu, ngeen support ñu financially. I have shared and will continue to share our link to our what you call it, link to our things yi nga xam ne ñu ngi koo def pour ngeen support ñu, pour ngeen jàppale ñu incha allah, ndax jàppale boobu noonu mooy tax ñu dem kanam. Right now suñ studio bi ci Gambia nga xam ne fa la ñoo producer shows yi ngeen dee indil yëpp, educational, cultural, religious programmes ak academic programmes yi ngeen a dégg di ko toppa yëpp foofu lañ ko producer. That studio right now dafa yàqu, and it will be very important, dinañ appreciate su ngeen ñu supporter financially. Ba tax nag buñ ñu ree ñun ñu ngee def suñ part di try, yéen a ñoo déglu di ñu toppa saa su nekk. ñu ngi leen a ñaax ngeen jàppale ñu. maa ngi share noonu di link foofu, maa ngi ko pin foofu noonu. You click on that link and donate to us. No amount is small. ngeen donate ñu $5, £5, €5, $100 is $200 is however much it is. Dinañ ko appreciate, dina tax ñu mën a taxawaat from on our feet. We paid about $70,000 is to get a new place. wax naa leen ko si beginning bi. Red Cross lañ nekk léegi is very expensive. We also need to replace all our equipment in the Gambia. So ngeen seetee the past 2 weeks indi luñ leen wolof xibaar bi muy wolof news, xibaar yi lembe réew mi, indi luñ leen Youth Bantaba show ba barki dee ma xale yi ñoo waxtaanee loolu, express seen frustration. su ngeen leen déggee sax xam ne they are frustrated because they were sitting down. ma ne leen toog leen bañ defar place bi ñu ne ñu déedéet, dañoo ñëw ñu def suñ show bi. ñoom Umeeg Mariama Thiam ñiy def Youth Bantaba dañoo ñëw ñu def suñ show bi, ñu ñaax askan bi pour ñu jàppale Gambian Talents because daf ñu war. ñu ngi ñëw fii di def shows all the time. toog nañ 1 week, this week duñ toog. Hopefully by next week dinañ mën a get back on our feet in Gambia. But right now we need cameras. Right now we need computers to be edit all these products and bring you quality production that you guys want. They have the phone there that they can use to go live. It's not professional. It's not right. We should be able to bring you proper quality production. We have the human resource. Xale yaa ngi foofu di jàng ñoo xam ne liggéey rek lañ bugga. They are passionate about what they're doing. Support leen the cause. bu leen nangu gaa yi reeñu ñiy wax ne dañ ñu wish pour suñ place bi perish. Man as the leader of the institution, Pa Ousmane, maa ngi def suma kéemtalaay kattan. Team bi ñu ngi def seen kéemtalaay kattan. Every day ngeen gis ma share benn video with one of the interns giving testimony, with one of the employees giving testimony. We didn't have a place we call our home. They are still fixing the new place for us. It may go till the end of this week before we move in there. Dañ yàqule lu bari loo xam ne expectuñ ko woon. Kon click on that link and support us. Loo am nga sànni ko fa. Ku si am computer boo xam ne mun nañ koo use biir Gambia, please donate ñu ko. Biir Europe, donate ñu ko. Soo ko mënta yónnee Gambia dinañ facilitate. Ñu nekk Angleterre, we will be able to collect it from you. Iva Sarr mu ngi foofu noonu dinañ la mën a jox account number foo ñoo mën a transfert lay xaalis. ñu nekk America we accept cash app 1-404-593 6215 mooy cash app number bi 14045936215 mun ngeen ñoo donate through PayPal gambiantalents@gmail.com mooy suñ PayPal bi képp ko am PayPal mun nga ñoo donate through PayPal mun ngeen ñoo donate through Facebook link baa ngi noonu ma post foofu noonu directly is safe and secure wala boog ci Gambia su ngeen a yónnee xaalis ngeen yónnee ko Gambia directly send it to us to Gambia it will be very helpful ngeen amee ay toogu foofu ngeen amee fa ay table amee fa any type of furniture amee fa ay rideau wala anything that can be beneficial to us dinañ ko appreciate bu baax a baax a baax kon mari some of your messages yi nga xam ne dugga si nañ bu yàggu nii rek su ko defee ñu continuer ñu ngi leen ay béggee bu baax a baax yéen ñi nga xam ne yéen a ñuy déglu di ñu seetaan French Montana mu ne it will only undermine the integrity of our government. Begging will not take us anywhere. Sadi Khulai mu ne before Barrow went to State House, he was a bit focused, but immediately he stepped into State House, he totally lost it. Then even know what to do. I am asking what is in the State House that caused any president who entered there to lost. Maybe la more mune but pa, why are you losing popularity? Lolo laite Faru Salom, thank you very much, pa. We appreciate what you are doing. Aji Salamu Garmisar mune, it's because same Gambians don't appreciate people that tell it as it is. Some Gambians don't appreciate people that tell it as it is. Muy dëgg bu wér ñun dee dinañ jéem suñu kéemtalaay kàttan nag di wax li nga xam ne noonu lañ gisee rek without fear or favor. Sadi Khulai mu ne we Gambian talents are always popular to the truthful people. Waaw muy dëgg bu wér képp kuy gis dëgg nag te nekkuloo one sided nekkuloo de xalaat rek ne waaw man APRC la man UDP la man GDC la man GNC la wala man team Baye Babu la wala team Jibu Balagay wala team T Smalls la wala team diw sangam wala team diw sangam, but instead seetuloo sa xeet wala sa tribe wala whatsoever dëgg nga àndal de you should be able to check to the best of your ability. Suñ reporting is fair and balanced. Suñ toogee sax nit wax naka sudut noonu wala loo xam ne naka sudut noonu la we will say it. Moo tax bu yàggut bi Pa Ousmane Cham dugga seene suñ National Assembly members yi defuñ dara ma ne ko déet ndax man dégg naa Halifa Sallah ci debate mu ngi challenge kii nii di summon di président ne nañoo toog waxtaan ak ñoom so kon duñ toog mu mel ni National Assembly members yi defuñ seen liggéey am na nag there is room for improvement on the things that they should do. Moom Pa Ousmane sax bind na mu ne who cares about UDP? They have their own platform where they did nothing but preach hate and driving the nation. That can burn as many times as they pray. There is always good people ready to rebuild it again. Shame on them. They should be worried about how to buy a bag of rice. Waaw ñun de ñu ngi góorgóorlu comme ni ma ko wax rek yéen ñi ñuy déglu di ñu seetaan seen dimbal dina am solo te maa ngi leen a ñaax di leen encourage pour ngeen jàpp si ndax su ngeen si jàppee dina dem kanam ku jàpp nag ñu ànd jàppa ku jàpput it ñun ñu ngi góoto di dem insha allah di sooxaale with the little we have. Mooy tax sometimes we have challenges of coming on air ngeen ñàkk a ñoo gis with certain shows. For example ngeen imagine Lutakh show bi ñëw Lutakh yi deful li Lutakh Gambian Talents yi te fekka dañ am ay challenges yoo xam ne joytu nañ ko ngeen dégg ko ñu expect pour ngeen jàppa si kon mooy loolu Waka Mbay mu ne Gambians are biased. They never put country first. It's either party, tribe, religion, or something that they focus more on than the people as a whole. Muy dëgg bu wér te dama ko dee wax saa yu nekk ne let us put that selfish syndrome of meism. We work together with the general syndrome of weism, with determination, endurance, zeal, perseverance, and enthusiasm, and we will make Gambia the paradise of the world. If we are to get to this level, we have to put me aside, I aside, and we work with we. mu óor la ne lii dafa njëriñ askan bi generally nga taxaw si mu óor la ne lii su ma ko defee dafa lor the greater good of askan bi nga tegee ko boor bañ see taxaw wàkk sa point boobu point bu rafet a rafet la macha allah ñu ngi koy rafetlu bu baax. Aji Salla mu ne actually wanting the Gambia to be one of the outstanding countries in the continent of Africa does not have to base in political issues. Now we dig a word. Sadi Khulai, what type of cameras? Sadi Khulai, we need, of course, professional video and photography cameras. We can send you links, but any type of camera we have will do definitely. Kunyo water nakto tab mo finga awale waaye ñun liñ soxla de caméra yoo xam ne dinañ mun a produce quality shows I mean some HD some good quality HD or 4K cameras. The average one of course cost about $3,000 maa ngi just send guys some of them comme ni ma leen ko waxee taw bi dafa ñëw dogee ci ceiling bi ñëw daanu ci kaw bagage yi nii yu bari yàqu ñu ngee gooto di seet naka la ñoo fixé gars yi to replace them to repair them in the Gambia wala naka la ñoo jëndee US pour mun leen a repair maa ngi click GoFundMe bi foofu it's unfortunate $10,000 bi ma raise noonu it's not even enough because ñaar ñetti cameras if we need 5 cameras buy cost $3,000 each ñaam di nga gis ne benn caméra ñaar ñetta rek lañ see am $10,000 loolu lañ see mun a am but we are even less than $500 at this minute seen contribution dina am solo ci loolu bu baax a baax a baax ñu ngi leen ay bëggee di leen gërëm di leen santa ci déglu bi ngeen ñoo déglu ak li ngeen ñoo toppa ci lu tax Gambia du dem show Pa Ousmane Diouf fa leen nekkaloon ci gannaaw microphone bi di leen bëggee saa su nekk yéen ñu doon bugga duggate mënu leen a dugga yéen ñu duggate yàggu leen fi wala yéen ñi nga xam ne yéen a nekk di seetaan it di comment yëpp di siyaa seen tout seen ñu ngi leen ay bëggee di leen gërëm di leen santa lu tax Gambia du dem show la woon jógee ci Gambian Talents Radio incha allah comme ni ma leen ko waxee continuer leen di ñu support su ngeen buggee pour ñu get back on our feet to bring you quality production pour ñu indi leen independent based journalism fact based journalism ñu indi leen xibaar yoo xam ne yu factual lañ foog ngeen support ñu foog ngeen jàppale ñu ndax kat we are an institution that is not relying on any government wala any institution pour ñoom ñu baag ñu pour ñun ñu mën a dem su loolu xewee rek ñoo ñu abal seeni bot te dañ ñu wax fu ñoo xoolee waaye nag we want to be independent ba nga xam ne su compagnie ñëwee sax advertise ak ñun compagnie boobu mënuñ ñoo tënka ne ok ñun ñoo ko def ñun ñu advertise ak ñoom xaaral ñu wekki suñ loxo ñu rocci suñ loxo ba nga xam ne gars yi duñ amaat duñ mun a function because li ñoo def dépasse la place bi ñoo nekk noonu in Gambia we pay $70,000 for it dañ am pour fay courant bi dañ fa am pour fay internet bi dañ am pour jënda bagage yi ñi nga xam ne ñooy ñëw foofu di liggéey kayit yi ñoo use printers yi ink yi ak yooyu yëpp dañ ko war a jënda ñiy liggéey si foofu ñu leen a fay muy dem ci seen poste seen salary yi dañ ko war a fay ñi leen a indil productions yooyu honestly yi jógee Gambia it's not free lately di ngeen gis that we are bringing a lot of quality production di ngeen gis ne yu bari dañ ko dee record sax edit ko and air it again instead of going live and just bringing you stuff that is not ready. We want to do professional work. Without your support we cannot. Click on that link I sent there. Share this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel is one way you can support us. Very soon we will discontinue going live on Facebook and we'll be going live on our YouTube channel and sharing the link on Facebook. That way you will be able to support us. If you watch us through YouTube, we might be able to get a little income from there. By the time we do a show, swing set a link be 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 people, 15,000 watching us. That is one way. If you are not even able to donate us financially, by watching us through YouTube, we might be able to make some money from there to be able to sustain our platform. But then su lolu nekkut it su ngeen ñu donate seen dollar yeeg 5 yeeg 10 yeeg 100 yi dina am solo. Gambia ñu ngi foofu ca Red Cross ku am say toogu foofu boo xam ne soxla nañ ko mun nañ ko utilize couches mun nga ñu ko donate. Ku am rideau mun nga ñu ko donate. Ku am ay toogu ak table mun nga ñu ko donate. Ku fa am computer buñ mun a use mun nga ñu ko donate. You have a plot of land we can build to do our own thing because dañ nekk di rent di move. We can do it. Lépp lu waay am loo xam ne mun nga ñu ko donate ene nga ñu ko because dañ ñëw pour empower askan wi dañ ñëw pour jàngal askan wi dañ ñëw pour bégal askan wi dañ ñëw pour fàttale askan wi dañ ñëw pour taxawal dekkil suñu aada ak cosaan dañ ñëw pour taxawal dëgga and we want to be on the side of the people regardless of what it is. Moo tax ñu mun a toog ñi kat pour challenge the government pour seppi yenn yi nga xam ne ñu ngi koo def ci naka sudut noonu pour ñu taxawal ko. kon ñu ngi leen ay bëggee leen gërëm leen sant leen wax na lu tax Gambia du dem show ngeen doon déglu li Pa Ousmane di def li yow mii di déglu di def li président Adama Barrow ak ñeneen ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi seetaan Gambian Talents di def ba tax Gambia du dem loolu lañ doon waxtaanee di leen bëggee leen gërëm leen sant till we come your way next week and please don't forget to donate and support us. Mun ngeen ñoo contact képp ku ñu bëgg a donate wala support Gambia rek number to dial is 7833524 7833524 pour képp ku ñu bëgg a support from Gambia ñu ngi leen ay bëggee leen gërëm leen sant ba beneen ñoon jërë ngeen jëf.